Morning class, it's so good to see you today. Today, we are going to have a poetry slam. Yes, that is correct. Now every day, we've been adding vocabulary words to our list. We have a base vocab. Today, you actually get to use those. We've also been talking about animals in the wilderness and animals in your household. Today, that will be the topic of your poetry that you decide to write. It's going to be a great day. Now, I see that you have your notes. That's good. We talked about last time about what kind of poetry there is, what kind of setups, what kind of lines you can do, what kind of rhyming schemes. Well, I'm just going to go over real quick, hash it out, rehash it real quick. There's the AA and the BB rhyming scheme. AA, first and second lines rhyme. BB, third and fourth rhyme. Now, you can mix it all up. There is no wrong way to do poetry. That's the great thing about it. The next kind of poetry is free verse. I love free verse. There's no scheme. There's no rhyming. It can be whatever you want it to be. It's a great thing. There's no constraint. You can do whatever you want. The next kind are a question. So every line ends with a question. Like, why does Mr. A have the best sneakers? Why is Mr. A the best teacher? You don't have to use that, but you can. Just saying. Anyways, the next kind is the list poems. Now, I went over it just a little bit, but I didn't really get into it last week, so I just wrote a quick one just to let you guys know what a list poem is. It's pretty easy. You just list objects, you list laughter, you list emotions, different things like that into a poem. So I have one. It says, I heard silence, then I heard it shatter. The bowls were in pieces, the glasses and windows tattered. Followed by cries, happiness, chatter. Went to investigate, grabbed my spy glasses, listening devices and binoculars, everything that mattered. Approached, got close, so near, all I heard was laughter. That would be a list poem. You start making lists into the poem and the rhyme schemes. We also have the I am poems that we talked about. Ben really liked those the best. Each line starts out with a first person action is, I wonder what I'm doing. I am so cool. Each line, it starts with I doing something. They're really good rhymes and they're really cool. So, we have that if you're into writing. We also, if you don't want to write a poem, we also have different stages set up today. Over there, over by the bookshelf, stage 1. We have the thesaurus and the dictionary. So if you need any trouble with your colorful words that you choose, then boom, you can go over there and choose whatever words you would like. Over there, stage 2, we have over by the bookshelf right there as well, we have magazines and newspapers. So you can go in and find whatever word you want in the magazines, whatever pictures you want. Over there by the pencil sharpener, stage 3, we have, we have scissors and glue. So you can take your magazines over there, cut out, remember to leave your objects where you found them. Cut them out. Stage 4, over by the pencil sharpener, we have the post-it board. So you can take the glue and post everything onto the post-it board that you like. Now, again, the whole thing about poetry is what does it convey to you? What does it convey to your readers who read it? What kind of emotions does it imply? And what do you see in your head of what you're writing about? It's imagery, it's deep, and you have to be attached to it. So before we get going and all this and dive right into it, we have a few warm-up activities. As you see on the projector ahead of me, Max seemed to like to talk a lot about his cat last week, so we started with the word cat. So we're just going to go around the room and I'm going to write down as we go onto the projector what words are similar, when you think of cat, what words do you think of? Do you think of soft? Do you think of fur? What do you think of?
Feline.
Feline, okay.
Jumping.
Jumping, that's good.
Furry.
Furry.
Furry is good. Furry is very good.
And pet.
Pet, okay.
And meow.
Meow, that's very well as good. It's just open up your brain. Just go with
Kitty.
Kitty.
Kitty cat. Yeah.
Kitty cat.
Mr. Kitty.
What about kitten? What about kitten?
Kitten sounds great because they start as kittens.
They have to.
Yeah.
They don't have a choice.
Scratching.
Scratching. That's a good one.
Purr.
Purring. Okay, so now we're getting more into verbs and actions of what the cat does. Anybody want to keep elaborating on that?
Wet nose.
Wet nose. From drinking water or licking their nose?
There's no other cat.
Actually, it's proven that biologically a cat, if its nose is not wet, it's not in good health.
That's very interesting and very random indeed, but I really appreciate that. That is, so wet noses.
Thanks, Mr. A.
Give you a gold star at the end of the day. That was very good. I didn't even know that. That's very good. Anything else?
Tails.
Tails.
They
Okay.
chase mice.
Do you remember what we talked about? Why cats have tails? Does anybody remember?
It's for balance.
Balance. Good job.
Whiskers.
Whiskers. Yes. Do you remember what whiskers are for?
It's so they know if their body can fit in a place.
Yes, that is correct.
Milk.
Milk? Okay, I think we've, have a good, that's a good warm-up, I believe. And let's just expand a little bit more. We're going to go around the room, say a line, and maybe have it rhyme if you like. If you don't want it to rhyme, it's fine. But involving a cat. So, today, I scratched my cat. When I reached for it, it gave me a scratch.
So I scratched my cat and my cat scratched back.
There we go, that was great. Do you have any?
But I love my cat, so I cut it some slack.
Wow, that's really good.
I got it a toy so it wouldn't ever scratch back.
Very good, very good.
The toy really stifled my cat's attack.
Very good. It doesn't even have to rhyme. We can just keep going around. Do you have an image in your head that you would like to describe to the class of what the cat is doing?
The cat is playing in a box.
Okay. All right. You want to keep going around a little bit more? Or
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll
Yeah.
stop right there.
No, yeah, let's keep going.
Keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, the cat is in a box.
The
And-
box does not have locks.
That is correct.
The
Wow.
box is filled with dirty rocks.
I think the cat has stolen my socks.
These dirty rocks are not what they appear.
The cat
They're
got in the
actually
box.
lumps of fecal tears.
That a little bit inappropriate, Ben, but we can go with it. The box is, the cat's in a box, and you said there's tears, and maybe now that it's locked in a box, it has disappeared. We're just going to keep going, and just keep it
The cat was a magic cat. It came out of a magic hat.
very good, Kyle. Very good.
I'm afraid of magic, so I don't agree with that.
Very okay. I think so. Anyway, we have this. So I think we have a good, warm up. Where our brains are fresh. We're ready to go. You can jump right in, head over the different stages, and we'll convene back here in about 15 minutes and discuss what we've come up with. While you're working on your poems, I wanted to read a poem from Ken Nesbitt. He's very big in the elementary schools with his poems that he writes. I'll start off here, the first stanza. A fish in a spaceship is flying through school. A dinosaur's dancing on top of a stool. The library's loaded with orange baboons in purple tuxedos with bows and balloons. Now, it is kind of funny because colorful words and whatnot, but what kind of rhyme scheme is he using? Does anybody know? Max raised his hand. In this community, remember, we raise our hand, we're respectful for everybody.
Is it A-B-A-B, Mr. A?
Close, but no, it's actually A-A-B-B, and I'll explain why. On the end of the first line, the last word is school. On the end of the second line, the last word is stool. School and stool rhyme. On the last word of the third line is baboons, and the last word on the fourth is balloons. So it's A-A-B-B, but very nice try, Max. You're very brave, giving it a shot. Now, what kind of images do you get in your head when you hear these? Are they colorful? What's going on? Dylan.
They're colorful, and it's funny because the animals are doing human things.
That is right. Everett?
When I thought of baboons, aren't baboons from Africa?
They are from Africa.
What part, Mr. A?
different parts of Africa, Tanzania, Sudan, all over the place, really. Dylan,
I laughed because the thought of a dinosaur standing on a stool. That'd have to be a big stool.
Would that just be so big? Like,
you're correct. It would have to be a big stool, but again, what is this referring to? It sounds kind of, you know...
It sounds like a
funny.
party.
A
Like
party?
they're all out doing stuff that people would do, but they're all animals.
What is a word that we've been working on in our vocabulary that might relate to this? Kyle?
Personified.
Personification.
Personification.
There we go. See, we're putting our vocabulary now into use. We're moving forward. We're invested in this. All those vocabulary words we've been working on is leading up to this. Now, I hope that the imagery that you see, the words you see, the rhyme schemes, I hope you can put this into your poems, and I hope you are conveying the image you want readers and viewers to feel. Everett.
how do you rhyme personification?
Well, the thing is, with personification, with what we've been talking about today, is that you don't have to rhyme in poetry. It can be anything. It can be a free verse. And if you want to rhyme personification with another word, there's plenty of different words to rhyme that with. And like I said, stage 1, we have a thesaurus and a dictionary. But today, I'm so happy that we got to use our base vocabulary. We got to use our lesson plans, what we've been working on with animals. We got to use it in one activity. And I'll let you finish the rest of the class with your poetry, and at the end, we'll read it aloud. I'll let you get to work. Thank you.